When you play a blues, this little riff applies to any tune, but it works. It's very effective in playing the blues. Instead of playing the full chord when you play through a blues chord progression, you can play this vamp, and it's very simple. And what you do, you find the root of the chord. If the first chord is A, find the root of the chord. You play that note, and you put your first finger down on the next note in the chord. You don't have to finger the whole chord, just play the first two notes of the chord with the open bass note in this case, and your first finger. And this is an E note. It's the next note in the sequence of notes in the A chord. You play just those two notes, and as you learn to play this, letting your pick land on the third string, help you keep the rhythm focused. And you play it on one and then you take your third finger and put it on the fourth fret of that same string that your first finger's on the fourth string. Put your third finger down here, play that twice. Move to the D chord. There's your D, or D7 in the case of the blues tune. You find the root. Put your first finger on that first note of that, the first fretted note of the D chord. Just play these two notes. Same thing. Play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E chord, E7 chord. It's the root. There's going to be the first note that you finger in the chord. Put your first finger down on that. And the whole vamp sounds like this. This is really useful if two guitar players are playing and one guitar is playing the chords. The second guitar can go, and they'll dovetail together nicely and make a nice little orchestrated guitar sound. You can play this vamp in any key. What you have to do is be able to play a little farther up the neck in order to facilitate the chords in different keys. In order to do that, you need to go back to the more chords section and get a handle on the power chord, which is a two-note chord. And you need to be able to identify the root of the power chord by finding the note up and down the neck. You can refer to the neck diagram in the front of the book also for that. So in the case of, let's say, if you're playing the blues in the key of E, well, you can play the E chord with this open E string. It's the 1 chord. The 4 chord is A. The 5 chord is B. So what do you do with B? You have to find the B note, A sharp, B, and play the power chord. 2 notes. It's just the same notes you were playing when you're playing this chord. You're playing the vamp for the open chords. A little bit of stretch. Basically, you find the root with your first finger, put your third finger over 1 and up 2, that creates the power chord. And then to make the vamp, you have to extend your pinky 2 frets up. That will enable you to play this vamp in any key.